This is Drew.
And this is Ryan.
And you're listening to What's the Topic? Anderson, what's your thoughts on the Mayweather versus Conor McGregor?
Since Ryan's the most critical, I'll let him go first.
Well, my thing about the fight, I had to, even watching it live and seeing it even in replay, I think that it was good for entertainment. I think that Floyd carried majority of that fight, if not all the fight. I think that a lot of things in the fight that I kind of paid attention to, two things I paid attention to, is like, what nobody else thought about is, I've never seen two boxers color coordinated going against each other in the fight. Whereas McGregor wear white and gold and white gloves, and Mayweather wears black with black gloves with gold trim. So basically it told you, it was like, okay, I'm going to make you look good, and then you're going to look good towards the end. And they said, this is past 25 minutes in the fight. He has never went past 25 minutes, and all of a sudden he gets tired. And he's very tired. Don't get me wrong, he's tired, and he gets knocked out or whatever. I think that that's why I looked at with the fight. But also the other thing I looked at into it is, there was a point in the fight, I got to figure out what round it was, but I watched it again. Floyd got hit with his jab by Conor McGregor. And I looked at that and I said, now I know why Floyd retired. And now I know why Floyd took this fight. Floyd was not going to be no fighter like Terrence Crawford or Keith Thurman. He would have got knocked out of it with somebody, or even fought Canelo again, he would have got knocked out. Floyd's skills are starting to diminish. It don't look like that against a fighter who is a first-time fighter who is, this is first-time boxing. But if you see, you can tell when when they stop seeing the punches. And Floyd stopped seeing the punches. When he didn't see that jab, that let me know that Floyd can't see the punches again, so Floyd better do the best thing he can is get out of the game right now. Because if he come back again against a real boxer, he will get handled. That's my thoughts on it. What do you think about it, Anderson?
I'm stunned because I actually liked the fight. to my shock and surprise. A few weeks ago I said it'd be a shit fight, it'd be boring, but I'd enjoy it because I'm a fan of Floyd and combat sports in general, but I actually enjoyed that shit. I was sitting there yelling and screaming and cursing. God damn. But I couldn't believe I enjoyed it. I'm stunned right now. Floyd fought how I thought he would not fight. He walked Conor McGregor down. He stood in front of him. Didn't bob and weave much. He stood right in front of him. Ate his big left hand everybody said he had, which McGregor showed his power did not translate to boxing at all. Floyd took his shots, and Floyd told McGregor the day before, if you can give it, you got to be able to take it. Conor could not take it, which I'm not shocked at. But it was an enjoyable fight. It was entertaining. Do I want to see it again? No. But I did enjoy it. I can't believe I enjoyed it. The first 3 rounds, Floyd gave him up and basically allowed Conor to gas himself out. Then on the 4th round on, it was all Mayweather, it was basically a traditional Mayweather fight. Take the first couple rounds off, learn your opponent, what he's going to do, get his timing down. After that, it's a Mayweather schooling. That's what it turned out to be. And Conor once again showed he has no gas tank, because that 3rd round, I could see his mouth open. And then the fight ends, basically, I can't remember the woman's name, a female boxer turned MMA fighter. She basically called it the day before and said Floyd would stop him on the feet. The referee stoppers, as Conor would gas out, and she called it perfectly. And I enjoyed the fight, man.
I was very entertaining. Nobody didn't say it wasn't, but...
You didn't say it yesterday, brother.
But, like I said, I rewatched it again. I told you, I rewatched it again, took the emotion out of it. But to me, honestly, now we see what the narrative, like I said the last time. What was the narrative? Oh, Conor looked great. Oh, man, Conor was so impressive. Oh, this, oh, that. And it's like, Conor, of course he ain't going to have gas. MMA fighter's not going to have gas against no boxer. He's known this.
Oh, no. Now we got to go off the topic again. God damn, here you go.
What? I'm just saying.
When did you say that? All you did the show before was, Floyd got to do this. Floyd got to knock him out. Floyd got to do that shit.
Of course.
That we watching the fight. What did you say? You
Of
dog
course.
Floyd the whole fucking time.
But my thing is this. Knowing that, okay, I see what it is. I see what was going on with it on the fight. This is like, but look at what, like, for example, look at the ESPN narrative. Look at even boxing. Oh man, he looked good. Oh wow, Conor McGregor's really. You don't even hear nothing about it. To me, honestly, Floyd shouldn't have got no. I'm sorry. He shouldn't have got. This shouldn't have been no win. This should have been just what it was, an exhibition fight. You should not get no wins fighting against somebody who's a first time fighting. He has as many pro fights as I had going into there. Yes, he's a trained combat fighter, but you should not get no wins. You should not add that to your wins to doing that. That's the same way I felt about Randy Couture when he fought against James Toney. Same exact thing. You are a novice at it, and you're not. To me, you're not even a professional boxer. He's not a professional boxer.
Okay.
So, I mean, even in some points of the fight, I mean, it did seem kind of weird to see him come out and even him in the MMA stands in a boxing. It felt kind of weird watching it, but at the same time, I mean, like I said, it was an entertaining fight. It was good for the fans. It was entertaining to see that or whatever, but it was great. Even the way it was a stoppage at it or whatever, we could talk about what people felt should have stopped early or anything like that. Me personally, I'm like, it shouldn't have stopped early because the fight was over. He wasn't swinging back. It was over with. You know, he wanted to go out on his feet, but, I mean, it is what it is. So, I mean, like I said, I thought the fight was good. I thought it was good for entertaining. I thought it was going to be more like WWE.
Says the fight is good while complaining about the fight. I have zero complaints about this fight, but I was stunned how entertained I was by it.
So you got zero complaints. You didn't like the fact that Floyd was getting hit in the back of the head with hammer fists?
I didn't like it, but my point being, I'm talking about the fight itself. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed, like I said before in the last show a few weeks ago, I knew what I was getting into watching this fight. It was going to be a circus, a slideshow, and it was what I wanted to, it was what it was. And I loved it. Can't believe I'm saying that shit.
Ironically, it wasn't really more of a circus. They didn't really do hella exorbitant crazy stuff. It didn't seem like that. It just seemed like it was more like, you know, all the circusry was before all that. When they got into the ring, it just seemed like, okay, they about to get out there and fight.
The fight went how it went. Conor McGregor looked outclassed. He looked out of his league, and that's how we should look. Same reverse if Floyd got in there in an MMA fight. That's how it should have looked. Anybody pretend they were going to see something different.
It would have been over real quick if Floyd would have got in the MMA ring. We know that. I mean, he'd have been choked out real quick.
Yeah, he would have been choked up by a guy with no ground game. Yeah, I know. Come on, man. Who does McGregor submit? Nobody.
He would have choked his ass out.
Yeah, I could probably choke out Floyd, damn it. That ain't saying much.
I said, like I said, I think, like I said, it was entertaining. That's what it was. I mean, but in the long run, as far as the win, he got it on the win column. But as far as the victory, it went more to Conor. Conor's the one they're talking about. Conor's the one that they're saying, wow, he looked good. That's why Conor threw a party, and Conor the one that everybody was like,
as I said before,
he looked good. Even the people that's been riding Floyd for the longest, all these people been riding Floyd the longest. He looked good, man. I got my respect. Oh man, I didn't think he was gonna be like this. It looked real good. Really? Like,
I don't know about that. I see. There's a no lose situation for everybody. Floyd got his money. Floyd got a win. He retired with his money. Conor gonna get more money. UFC gets money. People watch boxing. Paid to see boxing. I was reading online. People are saying that they watched this fight, they enjoyed it. Now people saying they want to see Canelo and Triple G. So I mean, I think everybody wins. There's no losing here. It was entertaining. People enjoyed it. Any complaints about this fight to me means you're just a hater.
I seen an interview with a Paulie Malignaggi, and he said that he wants to fight Conor next. And he said that he said he doesn't think they're going to release the footage of him sparring with Conor and edit it because it made him look bad. It made Conor look bad.
Well, they can because he looked bad in this fight. So I mean, I don't see a problem with that. They can go ahead and I don't think they will release it, but I don't see why not. It wouldn't change anything now. The fight's over.
yeah.
On top of that, I don't really want to see Conor fight Paulie Malignaggi. He's going to fight a guy who was never on Floyd Mayweather's level. He's a little chubby now, out of shape. He got knocked out his last fight anyway. I don't need to see that fight. If Conor's going to come back and fight in boxing, I can see him doing it again. But he's going to try to fight maybe another money fight. But the biggest money fight will be a rematch with Floyd. Anybody else, maybe a Pacquiao, but I think he gets knocked out. Anybody other than I say a Floyd, well, he got knocked out against Floyd, but I think he gets
Or Canelo.
I think he loses his career fighting any other boxer. If he fights a Canelo, a Triple G, a Terrence Crawford, Vasily Lomachenko, he will lose his whole career. I don't want to see that. He needs to go right back to MMA, where I think he'll lose to Diaz in the third fight.
Nah, he won't fight Diaz again. He gonna fight GSP.
That's a shit fight too.
But right now,
Now you're on this potential now. Conor GSP.
I mean, that's what they're going at. But you starting to see, but they don't care about how great the fighter is, but they care about the money and what's going to generate with doing it. Who's going to buy it? Nobody's not going to buy it because now all this.
That's the point of Floyd Conor.
You're right.
Not competitiveness. It's entertainment. What are you going to pay to see?
Yeah.
You going to pay to watch this? We going to put it together. In a discussion.
Like I mean, to me, it's like Paulie Malignaggi. In my opinion, with it, Paulie Malignaggi, it would be good to watch because they got almost a built-in storyline to it. But we got to think about everything that happened before and why Conor looks so great into doing it. James Toney stepped in MMA, got choked out real quick. Everybody's like, okay, he don't belong in this. CM Punk stepped in the MMA, got choked out real quick. That was it. You know, Brock stepped into it. He became a champion. I mean, yeah, but Brock was everybody was like,
Division One champion.
He was Division One national champion wrestler. You're right, but I'm just saying though. What I'm trying to say is that the last two that we seen, they was completely outmatched. Conor gets into a boxing ring with a guy who is known, who's known as one of the best with his hands, one of the best defensive fighters to ever fight, if not the best defensive fighter.
You don't agree with that, so why would you say that?
No, I do agree he's the best defensive fighter. I've always said it's between him and Pernell Whitaker. I've seen with my two eyes as far as defensive fighter. Great counterpuncher. I never said that. My issue with Floyd is mainly outside of the ring, more not what he is inside the ring itself. Now, is he entertaining? Hell no, he's not entertaining. You know, to me...
If you are a boxing purist, Floyd is entertaining.
Not necessarily.
If you are a boxing purist...
Not necessarily. My thing is this. He's a great defensive fighter. He's a great counterpuncher. But he don't knock nobody out. Knockouts is part of the game. That's like saying, oh, you're a great pitcher. If you're a great baseball theorist, you like 1-0 games. Or you like little small. Or you're a great basketball purist, you like 76 to 80 games. No, you don't have to be like. You want to see some type of offense. You want to see some type of be like, okay, well,
what wins the game?
Defense wins the game.
There you go.
But what puts points on the board? Offense.
Duh.
Okay. So how in order to win the game? Wait, in order to win the game, you gotta do what? You gotta score, right? Like Bill Russell said a long time ago, this game is about buckets. It always has and always will be. So defense is to defend, don't get me wrong, but you gotta score. You have to score. You have to. He scores on the points of, he does Olympic style scoring. He doesn't go in and be
what
like,
beats a great offense?
Huh?
What beats a great offense?
You have to have a great defense.
There you go.
But
every time the great defense beats the great offense.
Like I said.
Hold on, brother. Every time the great offense loses to the great defense.
But when you got a great offense, you always
the Broncos got their ass whooped by the Seahawks. The Raiders got their ass whooped by the Buccaneers.
Guess what?
Hey, I don't give a fuck. It don't matter.
Wait. Guess what?
The great defense is always conquer.
Say this: if you jump into a ring or any combat sport, and you are known for knocking people out, that's why they even gave Conor 1%, because he's known for knocking people out.
Yeah, that's people that don't follow MMA.
Had this been hold on,
don't follow MMA gave him all these power changes. Wait, with his killer left hand, which is bullshit. Show me all his fights where he won't hit a critter somebody. I can think of two. Some guy early in his career in Jose Aldo who ran face first into the fucking punch.
All right.
That's two people. He won't hit a quitter. The second guy, as I said, ran face first into the punch.
I said like this.
Hold on, wait. Other than that, Conor McGregor is an accumulation puncher. He throws hard punches, but he lands multiple shots, clean shots, to the face. Accumulation, not one hitter quitter. He could not do that against Floyd, and he did actually land a couple punches on Floyd, and they didn't hurt him.
Okay.
My thing is, hold on, bro. Anybody who follows MMA and then not being biased should have known that's not his thing is not big power in his punches.
Okay, 21 wins, 18 by knockout. That's what people look at. Now, you can say about accumulation, and we go scientific part to it. That's what people look at. They look at the stats.
4 ounce gloves.
If you said this, don't matter, it still was a knockout. Knockout's a knockout to people, dude.
Bullshit.
A
Now, when it comes to Floyd,
huh?
Floyd has 50 career wins. How many knockouts in his career?
I don't know. You tell me.
27. That means
27.
most of his fights are finishes.
Mm.
But no one wants to talk about that shit.
Yes, 27 knockouts.
27
Like I
TKOs,
said,
KOs.
That mean half
Majority of his fights are
Yes.
finishes.
So when was the last time, before this fight, that he truly knocked somebody
Victor
out?
Ortiz.
Ricky Hatton?
Victor Ortiz.
No, Victor Ortiz was...
Protect yourself at all times. I'm gonna protect yourself at all times.
Okay, he knocked out Ricky Hatton, and then he knocked out...
Victor Ortiz, Ricky Hatton. What's the boy? Arturo Gatti.
You waited 10 years to knock somebody out in fight. 10 years.
That's not waiting. It's a style of fighting. He never deviates from his style.
Like
He's a counter puncher. If he's gonna counter you and you don't want to attack, there you go. He's easy. He's fine with going to a decision. Which is why this fight was so entertaining, because he didn't stand in distance with McGregor. He walked him down. Went to the peekaboo defense with his hand, with the high guard, and walked him down.
Of course he did.
He walked at everybody. Hold on,
did.
everybody hyped McGregor. McGregor had height. He had reach. He walked into the fight possibly 175 pounds. He had this amazing power. Everybody was hyping up, and Floyd walked this big, strong, longer reach, powerful fighter down.
How many pro fights Conor McGregor had in boxing?
0.
You're right. So he knew he had that. He wouldn't do that shit against no Keith Thurman. He wouldn't even do that shit against Pacquiao. He wouldn't have did that shit against Canelo, because he would have got his ass whooped doing something like that. And he knew that. That's why it was easy for him to do that. Say that. Don't give him credit for walking out somebody who's a novice and doing it.
I'm giving him credit for making the fight entertaining when he could have made it a slore fest. He could have stood at range.
Everything was in his advantage.
He could have stood at not reach.
Everything
not height,
was in his advantage.
Not reach and height.
And wait.
And then reach, height, and weight.
Reach, height, and weight, and experience. Oh, I forgot.
Reach, height, and weight he didn't have.
50 times, and
according to every expert, he didn't have power.
Say this.
Compared to Conor.
Well, he didn't put him on his ass. I mean, he didn't put him on his ass in the round before, and he put him on his ass to knock him out.
Wasn't Conor the one who's supposed to have all this power? Didn't he land his uppercut in the first round? Didn't he land his left hand multiple times in this fight?
Yeah.
And didn't even wobble Floyd. Only time he hurt him was hit him in the nuts. he landed a brilliant right hand to the nuts. and Floyd bent over. That was great power, I guess so.
I say like this. Everybody who watched the fight is seeing it itself that he was even watching it now. Everybody's saying that he was tired. Everybody's saying that Conor was
Whose
tired.
fault is that?
Oh, don't get me wrong. Yeah, it was fatigue. I mean,
isn't Conor Conor had the youth. He's 28, just turned 29 years old. He's in his prime. The prime of his athletic career. He had the height, the reach, the weight. According to some people said the power.
How many boxing
he's
fights
in his
have
prime.
he been in?
He's in his athletic prime.
How many boxing fights has he been in?
Oh, amateur fights. I don't know how many.
Amateur. When was that? 15 years old.
Amateur in Ireland. So I don't even know.
Okay, yeah.
Right there.
It could have been in some
Hey,
bar.
Irish are strong.
Yeah, I mean, it could have been some bar in the back.
Also, wait, hold on. Also, he had the Billy Irish. Everybody was hyping that shit up. So he must have been special because he was fucking Irish.
No.
He was lucky. So there you fucking go right there.
Anybody said this. He had 0 pro fights before this fight.
That's fine, right.
Okay. Said this. He was not a fighter. He's dealing with a man who not only did this professionally 49 times, he was an Olympic fighter. He is a Golden Glover. He is this and that. He is everything. He has went through everything in the boxing world.
Which means
this is his world.
Well,
so now my thing is like this. Now let's say it was reversed, and let's say if Conor, they got in the octagon, and
all you give Floyd is a punch or a chance. That's it.
No, you wouldn't even give him a punch.
No, you get everybody. Everybody in any fight.
He's not known for knocking nobody out.
Conor had a punch or chance in here, but we saw once Conor started punching Floyd didn't even fucking move.
Because in MMA, Conor has 18 knockouts and 24 fights, which he won 21 of them. 18 of them was knockouts.
So it was all that power. Yesterday.
I'm just saying. Like I said, that's why they gave him that. Okay. Now, even watching this.
Hold on, but any expert, once again, if you really watch the sports, would think, I don't know if that 4-ounce glove power translates to 8 ounces or 10-ounce gloves.
No.
Not just that, he don't turn his punches over like a boxer does. He doesn't put his weight behind like a boxer does.
Of course he don't.
But anyone who knows sports should have known that.
Yeah.
But everyone's giving Conor this puncher's chance for whatever reason. So thus, if Conor has a puncher's chance in boxing, Floyd, turn or reverse it, has a puncher's chance in MMA. To say he doesn't is bullshit. He has a puncher's chance. I don't think he would win, not because of punches, because Conor would leg kick him from a distance, and then Floyd couldn't walk. Then Conor started throwing punches more. Then he said, "Oh, I knocked him out." Well, yeah, motherfucker, he couldn't walk. You be the one-legged man. I mean, of course.
And then not only that is even the way he sidestepped him, even the way he grabbed Floyd. Floyd would have been defenseless at mostly anything. He would have got slammed a lot. Floyd ain't
Once again,
like that.
different sports. So once again, but if Conor has a puncher's chance yesterday, Floyd has one as well. To say he doesn't is you're just hating again.
Nah.
That's the definition of it, man. Come on, blood.
Nah.
Floyd would have a puncher's chance, and that's it. I say he loses, just similar to this, just faster. Because as soon as he got taken to the ground, the fight would be over. Once again, but why? MMA fighters do practice boxing. They do spar.
To a certain extent.
But they do have actual boxing coaches. A lot of them do. Floyd has MMA guys in his gym, but they do box. So thus, okay, McGregor hyped it up. Most of his finishes are what though? They're not kicks. They're punches. Accurate punches. He basically is an MMA version of a boxer. But when it turns to actual boxing, he's gonna suck. Anyone who didn't know that, come on.
Like Conor in MMA, besides Diaz, like he never did anything but box, right? Like I don't remember doing any MMA fight. I never seen Conor do anything but box.
Well, yeah, I think he did. I want to say karate. I know he did some kind of martial art.
Yeah. I mean, like striking though.
Okay.
He's not like jiu-jitsu.
No,
like
he practices it now.
Yeah.
He practices it now, but no, he was like boxing. I want to say karate, but I might be wrong. I don't want to give you too wrong, but I know he did some form of kicking.
He does touch butt in the park with the.
Well, yeah, according to Nate Diaz, he plays touch butt. Yeah, with the guy with the long hair in the park.
But like how people saying that like if it's MMA, we all know that, but that's equivalent to saying like LeBron James, I'm telling you, the Street Fighter. That's not what he does.
Right.
I'll kick LeBron's ass in like ping pong or something. Something
Right.
I don't know.
Or more, I got you. Ready? LeBron James playing NFL.
Yeah.
He'd be athletic enough and big enough to play, but you don't know if his body can take the beating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can he catch the ball? I mean, can he run? Oh, he played in high school. Well, everybody played in high school. I mean,
But like LeBron is not challenging nobody to no wrestling match or football game.
exactly.
But I think if Conor is saying I want to box you, so you can't talk about I'll beat you in this and that. We're boxing now.
Right. Well, basically, you just proved me right and dog out Ryan shit. Basically, thank you, brother. Thank you, brother.
No,
I want you to talk about.
Even when he made, of course he made the challenge. It was a risk on him because even if he didn't believe that he could believe that he felt that he could. Now, me personally, I think it was more of the only person out there I can make a name on is Floyd Mayweather. Because remember, Floyd, we gotta go all the way back. Is that Floyd was going in arguments with most of them anyway. He was going in arguments not only with Conor, but he was going in arguments with Ronda Rousey too.
Well, they had been trying to start get Floyd to fight some UFC fighter for years.
Yeah.
If it wouldn't Ronda Rousey, people would have actually hyped him better. Well, I would have watched it. Sad to say, I would have laughed my ass off the whole time. But they've been trying to set that up for years, and they finally got a guy in Conor popular enough near his weight.
Yeah.
Where they can make a fight.
Somebody that's popular because somebody like BJ Penn, that wouldn't have worked. Hell nah, man. That BJ Penn wouldn't have worked. You know, even if he would have had GSP, that wouldn't have worked. It had to be somebody that was brass. It had to be somebody that was, that could talk crap to and also it had to make. Let's keep it realistic. It was the black-white angle.
Well, no, like he said a minute ago, like he said, Conor they're challenging Floyd to a boxing match. I don't want to hear no complaints. He said, I don't want to hear, I'm with him on that. I don't hear no complaints about Conor was 0-0. It don't fucking matter. He challenged a boxer to a boxing match, talked all this shit, ran his mouth, made the racial shit and all the shit they were doing. Now we get in the boxing ring, I don't want to hear no fucking excuses. Get your ass whooped, shut the fuck up. I don't hear that, oh, I was this and that, oh, I got tired. That's your fucking problem. If Floyd challenged him to an MMA fight, everybody would hype it up, and if Floyd got his ass kicked in 10 seconds, you say, ha ha, you got your ass kicked, Floyd, you suck. So thus,
I
same,
wouldn't say that. I mean, I know
same
that.
thing in reverse.
Wouldn't be
You,
able
you
to
can't
hang
challenge
on
somebody to their sport, go to their sport, get your ass whooped, and say, "Oh, it's not really my sport." Oh no, motherfucker, you talking shit. So basically, you can't. I don't. Really, I'm not with that at all.
I got another thing. What he said, like in America we had the Charlottesville stuff. They're supposed to have a little march over here, but it got canceled. But it's like, I bet you have a lot of people hyping Conor that don't follow anything, but because he's white, and people hyping. They know nothing about MMA or boxing, but you see the white dude versus the black dude, and then people choose sides.
Well, I was following people online on Twitter. A guy said he went to watch the Floyd Conor fight. And he see it was none of the white guys there. He's a white guy, to a guy talking. He says, "Never heard so many racial stories in my life." He had to leave. He was like, "I couldn't believe this shit." And then they said they're singing the national anthem, which everybody white in the room was sitting down for. And then once the fight starts, they yelling racial slurs. He had to leave the room. So I'm like, yeah. They sold it on that basically. Like I said, it was the movie The Great White Hype. We had a real life version of that shit. We had the Irish guy fighting the black guy. And as we watched, if you watch the fight, after the fight, the post-fight conference, when they got dressed and everything, they're hugging, they're shaking hands. We both just got paid. They didn't fucking hate each other. I wouldn't be surprised they out drinking right now together.
Yeah.
Well, Floyd don't drink, but
yeah, he threw a party. He threw a party afterwards. But I mean, you're right. I mean, it's to me that. The whole it's funny because it's not ironic that the Charlotte after the Charlottesville thing, even though they were supposed to do protesting, it all got canceled. People watch this. I mean, I heard on both sides. I heard white people, oh yeah, all these people going for Conor. I heard black people feel like this was like the greatest thing in liberation, like slavery just did this shit. I'm like, they was like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like, dude, I mean, it's a fight. He don't care. Remember, Floyd Mayweather said all lives matter. So to him, that's what
he got paid. He got a check for them people. So
yeah, all lives matter. That's what he said. But don't but in the same thing with Conor, and then
when do you look to Floyd Mayweather for your political advice? So don't dog him for anything he says in politics.
Same people that look for him when he looks to be so-called the savior because he won a boxing match. He won a match against another guy or whatever that they cashed in money with. That's how a lot of people looked at it. The same exact way people looked at it even with Conor. The fact of the matter is, most people got intrigued about this fight because it's not even about, like we said, it's people that didn't even watch Conor. Don't even know Conor fights off his back foot. I know that because I watched him fight. Then he crosses his feet. I knew that was what he was going to wait to lose anyway. I knew that Floyd was going to get in there and either was going to carry him. And I knew exactly what the outcome was going to be. On the fact was, now you got mainstream media, instead of saying like what Anderson is saying, well, you got your ass whooped. You know what they saying? Oh, you look pretty good. Oh, wow, you look great. So now what do you think the next fight going to be?
And once again, the style of the fight made it look that way. Floyd is not a fast starter. He takes his time. Get your timing, get your distance, figures out what you want to do.
Because perception is reality. That's what it is, and anything that people look at it, because honestly, we watch combat sports. We know where everybody makes flaws at. Mm-hmm. But nobody said it's like being a chef. Nobody doesn't understand about what goes in the food. They just know what it look good at. They know it smell good. They know it look good. They know it tastes good. They don't know what goes into it. Same thing in fighting. Nobody knows about said this. Nobody knows that in that fight that when he slipped that jab to him, I said, oh, well, Floyd can't see the punch. Nobody would not know that because...
If perception is reality, people are also in denial and full of shit. Was that Conor on video last night? He got his ass whooped, didn't he?
Yeah.
Okay, my point being...
Yeah, it was.
People like to be in denial. They want to see what they want to see no matter what.
You're right.
They say Conor looked good even though Floyd threw like 10 fucking punches in the first 9 minutes of the fight.
Yeah.
Once again, you want to see what you want to see. How you make the racial shit, whatever. Conor is all supposedly the white guy fighting the black guy. Well, technically, Conor's Irish. Which, according to some white folk in America, he's a little
But he's
white.
Closer to that than
He's closer to that than Floyd, yeah.
Yeah.
Closer to that than Floyd, yes.
Yes.
But technically, he's not really a white guy. He's like Cambodian white person. They're like the lower tier of the group. Or like the Mexicans of Latinos. They like you at the bottom of the barrel right
to
here.
Them.
They're at the bottom of the barrel. But since you're fighting a black guy, hey, we're going to elevate you for about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Then you go right back to Ireland.
Mm-hmm. My thing is this. Even I mean, nobody don't see that part to it. Like in this country, like I knew people who was going for the fight. Oh man, well Conor was this. Have you ever watched Conor in MMA? No. Then how would you? I told everybody exactly what I say. He fights off his back before he crosses his feet when he fights. Anybody that watches him knows that.
Well, anybody that makes sense doesn't get no attention. Doesn't get much attention.
You're right.
Look at comedian Bill Burr on his podcast. He said that when his buddy was like, "Oh yeah, man, Conor gonna do this, Conor gonna do that." He was like, "Okay, I don't know. Show me Conor fight, man. I've seen the guy fight. I wasn't really impressed as far as boxing wise." So Bill Burr's friend says he sends him a YouTube video of Conor fighting. He's hitting the heavy bag, I think. He says, "Yeah, Conor's hitting the fucking heavy bag. Throws like 3 punches, then throws spinning back, then throws a fucking roundhouse kick." He's like, what the fuck is that supposed to prove?
Yeah.
He threw a roundhouse kick. He can't fucking do that in boxing. So what did that prove? It proved nothing. Even guys I work with, oh yeah, well, Conor's MMA, man. I'm like, y'all Negroes is watching this Bruce Lee shit. That shit ain't fucking real. It's television. It's a movie. There's rehearsals. There's takes. They stop. They practice. Reality is not, that doesn't acute to reality.
But it comes in, like I said, it comes into perception. Like, prime example, you said it, and I thought about what you said, and you said that Floyd always gets this moniker for running. And then I really looked at it, because they've been showing a lot of his fights, and I really looked at it and said, well, he's not really running if you take it and
it took you 30 years to get that shit to your head.
It wasn't even 30 years. But
it was 30 years.
But the perception is that when people pay big money for a fight, they want to be entertained. They want to see knockouts. They want to see you dominate.
True.
See, we're seeing him dominate. We're seeing him dominate with field goals.
People want to see People want to see Rock'em Sock'em Robots. They don't want to see the sport. That's fine. Rock'em Sock'em Robots entertaining, but anyone who watches Floyd fight, that's not how he fights. Rock'em Sock'em Robots entertaining. But I can see that shit outside. I can go to a bar and watch it. I can go outside my house and watch shit all day. If I'm paying my money, I want to see talent. I want to see. Boxing is called the sweet science. Science is pretty fucking boring unless shit's blowing up. All right? No one's showing up. 100,000 people won't show up into a stadium watch a goddamn chemistry experiment.
But,
am I right or wrong? Hold on. Well, 100,000 people show up to a stadium to watch a chemistry experiment. To see you?
Stadium?
No. No one wants to pay for it too at that?
No,
3,000 seats? Fuck that. No. You want to see some blood explosion? Somebody get fucked up. But boxing is called the sweet science. Why? The way Floyd fights is science. Very fucking boring unless you're in the goddamn science. Floyd is like a bony Professor Clump. No, you know what I'm saying? He getting dogged, he getting teased. You ain't getting the bitches. But it is amazing and it is art.
Like I said, it's the point of he's not. It's like I said. Nobody he kicks field goals in games. If it was like football, he kicks field goals in games. Yeah, he's playing defense. Yeah, it's impressive. But he's not in the essence of we have in this country have been privileged to see great fighters.
Well, you just said you just said it right there. America is too fucking spoiled. If Conor, as we said before on the show, if Floyd Mayweather was Conor McGregor in boxing, and he came from Ireland, Floyd would be the greatest thing in fucking Ireland, would he not?
Because he came from Ireland.
Because they're going to back up their countrymen. He's great and he is a good fighter. They'll back him. Wait. Okay. Would he not be backed? 100%.
If he's the only one, yes.
Because they don't have many people superstarring like that in sports, right?
Yes, but
same way if Floyd was a white dude from Canada or England, if he was from England, he would be the biggest fucking thing there. Would he not? Especially if he was a white dude.
Coming in boxing? Yes, if he's the only one.
But that's my point. As you said before, that's what I'm saying. America's too fucking spoiled. We got too many big stars, so thus you nitpicking, you bitch and you moan.
Because you've already seen excellence.
No.
You've already seen it.
But you're not respecting.
It don't matter. You've already seen it.
You're not respecting how great it is.
Like this, I give you a good example. If you're coming, let's say like this, the Conors or the Cesar Chavez's or the Manny Pacquiao's or the Felix Trinidad's, they all come from there and they represent their people. They come out, they represent their flags, and even when they come to America, the people that live there, they represent them. that's all they have because that's the best fighter that came out of their era doing what they do. Floyd, it's unfortunate. I'm sorry, but you grew up in the country where you had great fighters before you. You had great black fighters before you in different weight classes. In your weight class, higher than you, you had some of the greatest names. So honestly, you have to come out and perform a little bit better. That's just how the way it is.
Aren't you making my point for me?
No, but
as you just said, you had so many fighters before you, everyone is spoiled. Because they're always going to compare you to this guy.
Wait, say this. But that's just how the way it's going to be, though.
That's called being spoiled.
That's how the way it's going to be.
That's called being spoiled. Okay.
I got something.
Hold on. Go ahead.
Who's your favorite boxer or your favorite fighter?
Of all time?
Yeah.
Scene or just overall period?
Just overall period.
Overall period is Muhammad Ali.
Okay, so like, I think Mayweather, a lot of his, if he was better outside of the ring, I think a lot of people have a higher perception of him, and I think his skill as a boxer is diminished by his like how he acts outside the ring. But like, if Muhammad Ali had like raped 3 people and killed somebody, wouldn't nobody be talking about him, because even though
now you sound like me making sense. Be careful now.
No, but I'm saying even though
but Muhammad Ali
can't touch his skill.
But hold on, but you're saying that even if you say rape 3 people and kill somebody, that's filth. But then also it comes in the perception of people. It's people that do crazy stuff, but the people love you if you're for the people. That's why when certain people go play, like prime example, Mike Tyson raped somebody. Mike Tyson's more loved than Floyd Mayweather. If Mike Tyson
said he didn't rape nobody.
Say this.
I thought you said
he got convicted.
Okay, he got convicted.
But what I'm trying to say is Mike was convicted of rape, which is, I mean, damn, but the fact is Mike walked down the street, Floyd walked down the street. Now we know who would be more loved just with that anyway. We know who people come in and say, ask yourself a question, or even ask you. If they walk down the street, how many people gonna walk up to Floyd Mayweather and be like, "Damn man, I remember I watched you fight"? What's the first thing people say about if somebody see Mike Tyson? Man, I watched you fight, man. I remember, man, he was incredible.
That's my point. Is that Mike Tyson is one of the greatest ever. Ali is one of the greatest ever. Mayweather is one of the greatest ever. But some reason they don't want to give him his like clout for being the greatest ever, even though other people have like done like messed up stuff out the ring or outside the
Of course, a lot of people have. I mean, my thing is, a lot of people have. They're not said this. They have done stuff outside the ring. His thing is, like I said, with Floyd, even in that situation, Floyd's image is that I'm better than you. All their image is that where, as far as what Ali was, I'm for the people. I'm going to this
Ali
for
didn't
the
have
people.
the image that I was better than you?
He said he was the greatest of all time, but when he said
I'm better than you. If I say I'm the greatest, that means I'm greater than you.
Muhammad Ali was a civil rights activist. So at the end of that, let's get that straight to the people, dude.
You're making the point I always make. You're making his point. He just said, you just mentioned he's a civil rights activist. So without all that shit, he wouldn't be as elevated.
But that counts into who he is. That counts into
but we're not.
who
We're
he
talking
is.
about boxing.
If we talk about both fighters,
we're talking about the sport itself. You're elevating him because of politics, not because of the sport only. Sport only.
Sport only.
Mayweather
Still nobody comparison to that. Not even Mayweather. Not even nothing like that. Period.
Even he mentioned Tyson. Tyson did how much dumb? Tyson's been accused of rape, I believe, 3 or 4 times in the last 20 years.
Yeah.
But people still want to kiss his ass. Why? You said perception is reality. To an extent, yes. But I said before, people believe what they want to believe. When people like somebody, you can do no wrong. People like Tyson, enjoy his fights. Oh, you've been accused of rape 4 times in 20 years. Yeah, that's okay. You know, you knocked out Bruce Sheldon. You know what I'm saying? You knocked out old ass Larry Holmes. It's okay that you raped a 50-year-old. No one gives a fuck. Hold on, wait. He can do all this wrong. What was it? 2010, 2009. He beat up a bunch of hoes in a hotel room with an IV in his arm and threw the hoes out the room. He beating up hookers, got IV drips, snorting cocaine. It's okay, Mike. I saw you knock out Trevor Burbick 3, 4, 5 fucking times. Oh, that's okay, Mike. You can fuck up all day. You bit Holyfield's ear off. It's okay, Mike. You're a little hungry. Yeah, it doesn't fucking matter. No matter what he does wrong, you like him, so you excuse it. Because you like him. But since people don't like Floyd, we don't give a fuck what you do, Floyd. We hate you. Floyd, for the last, 7 years, says you, for the most part, talk nice about the fighters he fights. They don't really talk as much shit. He says, I'm the greatest and I'm the best. But you know, hey, he's a competitor. He's a good guy. Hold on, his trash talking is more so taking back seats.
Floyd Mayweather.
But it doesn't matter because we don't like you.
Floyd Mayweather is this version. It happened a couple years ago, but he is this he is a smaller version of Lennox Lewis. You're boring. You'll be forgotten. Nobody don't care. Nobody. It's cool now. 3 or 4 years, Lennox Lewis could walk in the airport and people like, damn, what?
I wouldn't compare him to Lennox Lewis. You can't compare him to Lennox Lewis because Lennox Lewis was nowhere near as rich as Floyd.
You talking about money? What are we now? Groupies now?
No,
so we talking about dough?
You just compared them that. You compared them that.
Lennox Lewis was the acknowledged heavyweight champion of the world.
Would you consider him a top 10 heavyweight
of all time?
A top 10 boxer of all time?
Hell no.
No, Floyd is a top 10 boxer of all time. So you cannot compare him to Lennox Lewis.
Floyd Mayweather, like I said, once Floyd is completely out, 5, 10 years down the road, people ain't gonna be like, oh man, how you doing, champ? Or how you doing this and that? Oh man, that's Money Mayweather, man. I remember when he fought, man. Not how the same way people even treat Oscar. He's not even as popular.
Oscar's
as
Mexican.
Oscar. No, but Oscar's loved.
Oscar's Mexican.
No, Oscar wasn't even loved by most of the Mexican people when he was out. Because they consider him more as a sellout. The man who's loved like that is Chavez.
Did he not
but
sell?
Oscar, wait.
Did Oscar not sell?
Oscar sold to women.
I don't give a fuck. He sold.
Women.
So did LL Cool J, motherfucker. But he sold. He sold
to women.
So
he
what?
sold to women. He was a great fighter. But my thing is this. Nobody's going to look at Floyd even 10 years down the line. I even said like this. Nobody's going to look at that man and be like, damn, blood. That man really altered the way boxing game was. Oh, man. Only thing we all talk about is his money. That's all everybody talk about. Yeah, his money, man. He make a lot of money. Well, shit. That's case in Conor McGregor is the greatest MMA fighter of all time. Conor McGregor is the greatest MMA fighter of all time.
When did people hype up George Foreman? When he came back out of retirement at damn near 50 and was selling fucking grills. Everybody was kissing his fucking ass. He was getting his ass kissed. He got more love for selling goddamn grills and shit and fighting as an old man.
George Foreman knocked out the heavyweight champion of the world.
So?
When George went in and he fought, George was considered a wrecking machine when he was a fighter.
I didn't say he didn't get credit. My point being, Floyd was one of the best of generation as well now. My point being, George Foreman got extra love once he came out of retirement again as an old man. Once he came selling the lean, mean, fat, reducing grilling machines. When he was doing that bullshit, that's when he got more love. When did Ali get most of his love truly? Because people didn't like him as much when he was first fighting. Yeah, people that loved him, people that really hated him. Did he not? Yes or no?
Yeah, but as far as
Ali get lots of he had love from people, but he had lots of hate as well.
Yeah, hate
when he was fighting. Yeah. When did people truly start liking Ali? When he got this universal love in America. When he became damn punch drunk. He was sick and couldn't talk much. He was like a shell of himself. He was sick, losing his money, he looked like shit. That's when all of a sudden, oh, we love Muhammad Ali. Since when?
A lot of people love him.
America did not love his ass like that.
No, white America did not love him, but black America for damn sure.
America as a whole. I'm not talking about race, as a whole.
America as
when
a whole.
When Ali died, he was universally loved, was he not? When he died.
Of course.
What my point being, when he was
why was he universally loved?
When he was primed and fighting and talking the same way about doing the political shit, he was not universally loved. It was fractioned.
Yeah.
This side, the black people loved him. Black people, yeah. This side didn't love him. But hold on, my point being, he dies, he's sickly, now he's universally loved. Right?
Because
why? He's a shell of himself. Wait.
At the end of the day, especially with said in Ali's situation, what Ali did was, yes, they didn't love him when it was going on. Kind of like the same thing with Kaepernick is happening too. But when years go by, just like Tommy Smith, just like once years go by, people be like, oh wow, that really was courageous. Because when they live in the moment, that's what it is. What is he doing that's courageous?
Are you not?
He's counting his money. That's what he's doing that's courageous.
You just contradict yourself. You said 10, 20 years from now you don't remember Floyd. So 10, 20 years from now people will remember how good of a fighter he really was.
I don't think that.
People will remember how good of a fighter he really was.
No, they won't, because he did not leave. There's no fight that you can be like, damn, blood, Floyd looked really good, man. I remember that fight, man. Man, this was just so great. Sugar Ray Leonard has one. Tommy Hearns has one. Even if they lose, you be like, damn, they got a good
Floyd
fight.
versus Castillo won?
Come on now, how many people?
I don't give a fuck.
How many?
You said he didn't have a fight.
Say this. How many people pull up a fight? No, you know what Floyd's claim to fame is what he does antics before he gets in the ring. When he gets in the ring, it's a snooze fest. Everybody knows it. That's his moniker. That's what he has. He's a snooze fest. Nobody's not going to get out there and say this. What Mike Tyson claim to fame? Man, he'll knock you the hell out. Tyson, people hated Tyson when he fought. A lot of people did. You know why? Because they ordered a fight, and that's what they came in with this microwave fight bullshit. Because that's what Mike Tyson was. But when Mike left, the person, oh man, when Mike would get in, man, he'd knock you out in 90 seconds. People didn't like it when they was paying $50 for it, but they loved it. They loved it when he left because it left them an image of it. When you leave an image of it in people's
people
mind,
are fucking fickle, and they don't know what the hell they don't know what the hell they want.
Look, when you're a technical person, when you're technical at something, I can take it in any form. When you're technical, people like, okay, like, I mean, look at the San Antonio Spurs. San Antonio Spurs, one of the greatest franchises, one of the great dynasties, had one of the great players. They was just too technical. Everybody always remember the Lakers. They're going to remember the Warriors. They're going to remember these.
The Spurs ain't technical. They're not flashy. They just play basketball.
They play. That's what I said. They just play. The thing is, it's entertainment. Just like in the, I say, you know what? I take it in another realm. Just like in wrestling.
So should Kawhi Leonard start doing for fucking twerking after he dunks on somebody?
No, it's not that. It's not that. It's the point is
she fucking like shake his fucking dick in the camera.
People love to win, but people love to look good and win. Look good and win. They like it to be impressive. They like it to be. That's how the way they like it.
Go ahead. What you saying?
No, people love when that embellishing, that image of it. Nobody walks up before Floyd was Money Mayweather.
Hold on, you said people love the flash in the image, right?
No, not the flash in the image. It's not about his image with that. It's what you do in there.
You said the entertainment. Wait, okay, I'll cut you off right there. Cam Newton, Super Bowl year they lost to the Broncos. He was scoring points. He was entertaining. And everybody did was shit on him all year. Oh, he's too cocky. Oh, he's too arrogant. Look at him over there dancing. What is that nigga doing? Bitching and moaning. Entertaining. The whole team with dancing, celebrating, all that shit, they hated on him. Why? You just said people want to see that shit. Obviously they don't.
Oh, they love to see
No. He got dogged all fucking year for it.
Wait. But didn't he win the MVP from all them riders? Don't let nobody fool you. What do you mean, so what? The same people that was dogging gave MVP.
He won MVP. Why?
And Offensive Player of the Year.
He was the best player.
Say this. He won MVP.
He was the best player, was he not?
Offensive Player of the Year.
Uh-huh.
That year. Yes, he was. But the thing is, they gave him that, right? So they didn't hate him too much. They gave him the MVP.
Yeah, and those same writers shitted on him when he lost, when he was sitting there pouting like a little girl.
Course.
Wait, but he always fucking pouts like a little girl when he loses. He
course.
sits there, and walk off stage. He always does that shit. Since his rookie year to now, he pouts when he fucking loses. He never smiles and happy when he fucking loses. He shouldn't be. But in Super Bowl, oh, he needs to mature more. He's always fucking like that. Those same writers who I say dogged him for showboating.
They gave him the MVP.
Then gave him the MVP. Then took another shit on him right after that when he pouted after they lost, which he always does.
Of course.
But wait. Like Bill Belichick, when he lose the Super Bowl, man, we lost. And he walks off. Oh, that's just Bill being Bill. Wait a minute, goddammit. Come on, blood.
Yeah, no, I'm agreeing right with you.
Okay, the bias is that shit, so that what you just said is bullshit. People want to see flashy and all that bullshit. No, they don't.
It's not flashy. What I'm trying to tell you
is... You don't want really entertainment. Like I said before, when you don't like somebody, blood, you go shit on them. No matter how they act, what they do. Floyd fought a fight walking down that man like he doesn't do anybody else. He sticks and moves, stays in distance. He walked McGregor down. People still bitching. There was nothing he could have done. The only thing he could have done to please people was get knocked the fuck out. If he would have gotten knocked out in the first round, they would have been happy. Other than that, that's the only way he can please them. They want to see him dead or some shit. Other than that, he could have done nothing to please people. No. If he would have knocked McGregor out in 10 seconds, oh, you're supposed to do that. So it wouldn't have made, there was nothing he could have done. So thus, when he talks about his money, as you say, he needs to. Because fuck you, bitch about me, hate me. Look at this check. Fuck y'all. I love that shit because that's what he got to go to. Because why? You ain't giving him shit else to be happy about.
You don't know. You don't see. To me, that was the thing. Like he don't have to do that. It's people
No, why he don't? It's
he don't have to. Look. This is my thing. He goes to that and all this persona, or whatever he does or whatever, to make himself look like a damn clown. He's a clown. That's what he is. He's a clown.
He's a clown.
He's a clown.
Is McGregor a clown?
Yeah, McGregor's a clown
McGregor is basically an Irish, a lighter skinned version of Floyd Mayweather, and he getting all the fucking credit in the world.
But it's other ways you get.
No. Same old. McGregor does the same shit. He's cocky, he's arrogant, he's flashy, he's flamboyant. He brags about his goddamn money all day. Money which some of that shit he didn't have until yesterday. he was on YouTube showing off a mansion the UFC rented for him, talking about this is the Mac mansion. Motherfucker, it's not even yours. You showing off somebody else's shit. That's like me showing off somebody else's woman. Oh, look at that ass. Look at them titties. Is that yours? No, that's my friend's. No, I'm saying, but look at that shit. I know he having fun. You know what I'm saying? He showed me a nice picture. Come on, bud. That's bullshit. He's doing the same shit, but he's getting all the credit. And he has the whole country island backing him. Why? Because they back their countrymen, as I said before. America's spoiled. We don't want to back for it. We can pick and choose who we like. Hell, most of the people there are probably Irish Americans.
Yeah.
Americans don't back their countrymen. There's a certain look you're supposed to have as an All-American, and Floyd ain't it. Same thing, matter of fact, here you go. Michael Jackson. When he died, everybody's playing Michael Jackson. He's like, oh, the king of pop, whatever the fuck he was called. Oh, he's dead. Who the fuck cared about Michael Jackson in America?
There was a lot of people.
Fuck, no. When he was dead, when he died, yeah, people gave a fuck. The last, what? What's this? 2017, what's that? 25, 20 to 30 years, he has been the butt of fucking jokes. Hanging his baby out the window, naming his kid Blanket, and all the other shit he was doing. What do they call him? Jacko on the internet. I'm telling you, they dogged him out all fucking day. He had that little documentary where he's running around. Oh, don't you climb trees? I'm like, and Cat Williams came out with him. Nah, nigga, we got bills and shit. We don't climb no fucking trees. I'm saying he was a laughing stock for the last 20, 25 years. Then he dies, everybody's all fucking sad. Why? In America, he was dog. Overseas, though, you see a bit on YouTube, he was fucking loved over there. He go over there, sells out, so people love to see him. In America, look at this nigga. Oh, whatever he was called now, whatever he was then, when he got light skin. But I'm saying, whatever. He was dogged and shitted on. Why? Because America got the next pop star to jump on. Now you got your Demi Lovato's and what's the white girl, the country bitch?
Miley Cyrus?
Taylor Swift.
And both of them. There you go. Both of them hoes. Like, you jump on to something different. We fucking spoiled over here. You get somebody great, now somebody else come along. Floyd is a great fighter, one of the best boxers ever. He ain't getting the credit because America's spoiled. So you're telling me right now, Floyd Mayweather was a Mexican. Think all that, would he not be getting credit? Especially if he was born and raised in Mexico.
Of course.
He would be compared to Cesar Chavez.
Yeah, of course he would, yeah.
Exactly. Why?
Because at that point, he's from Mexico.
No, not a point. Why? Just say why.
Because this is the thing, to Mexican people.
Now, just say why. Don't give me all that shit. Why?
Why would he be considered?
Because he's what?
Because he's Mexican.
And what are they going to do?
Most Mexicans are
they're going to support their fighter, especially when he's good like that.
Yeah.
Fuck who came before, hey, you great right now. Now, they may compare them two together, but they're not going to say, you know what? Fuck him, I'm riding with Cesar Chavez, who been retired for 20 years. Well, no. He here now is ride with him. Same way with Canelo.
Yeah, they do it with Canelo too.
But my point being, you're going to ride with your guy. Americans, I don't know about this guy. Do something else.
In America, like, people always want to have, like, they want people to be a good role model. But, like, to me, that's not the athlete's job to be a good role model. He's a boxer. His job is to fight or whatever. But in America, we got so many, like, we got too many, like, superstars. We got, like, basketball superstars, football superstars, UFC pop stars or whatever. Where if you like somebody, you got somebody to hate too, and he's kind of the guy that we can hate on. Or it's easy to hate on, or whatever.
In America, as far as for the athlete, and I agree with you on that. I think in America, you have to be loved and you have to be hated. true superstars are loved and hated. Whether it be race or whether it be, Babe Ruth was, our superstars, we have this folklore about it. Babe Ruth was hated. A lot of people did not like him. They did not. Seriously.
You show me this article.
No, they love him now.
Show me.
They loved him.
So, people hated Elvis?
People hated Ty Cobb.
People hated Elvis?
They didn't like Elvis either.
The black people who we sold the music from? Who are we talking about?
You tripping. Wait, hold on. First of all, Elvis wasn't
the king of rock was hated?
Wait. Elvis was loved by teenagers. He was not loved by adults. That's why.
More young people than American old people.
But at the time when
he was gyrating and copying.
But what I'm trying to say is they didn't like him either. Same exact thing with a lot of other artists and other entertainers. They don't like him at first. And the whole point is that they don't like him, and when they come into the era, with most people, they come in to be. We want folklore.
Are you listening? Is he not going right back on what I said?
No, I'm just saying.
Floyd will be loved later, as you just said. At them in that time, people are gonna dog you. Blah blah blah. Later on,
what they did is prime example. He has done nothing in that ring besides win is a win. That's boring to people. They don't want you doing that. They want you to win. They'd rather for you lose looking good than win. Huh?
He kicked Conor McGregor's ass. He kicked Conor McGregor's ass.
And what is the narrative right now? What is the narrative? Not that he won 50 wins. What's the narrative?
Okay.
Conor McGregor looked great in that fight.
Okay, he just wait. He just wins. Who was top 2 power forwards in history?
In the NBA of all time?
Give me one of them.
Tim Duncan and...
Wait! Tim Duncan, the big fundamental, the boringest fucking basketball player on earth, is considered one of the best power forwards ever?
Well, yeah,
I agree with that, but my point being, he's fucking boring. No life to him. No personality.
Yeah, but you said great power forward, but this is the cold part. Is everything got... I'll tell you like this. He's more accomplished than Kobe Bryant.
Okay.
But they will always say Kobe's better than Tim Duncan, right?
They have different positions, but okay.
Oh, no. But they will always say Kobe.
But okay.
No, it don't matter. But if you said player for player, most people are going to say, who's better between Kobe Bryant and Tim Duncan? They're going to say Kobe Bryant. Because Kobe looked great doing it. Even when he lost, people always, you still look great doing it. I love Tim Duncan. I watched Tim Duncan. Tim Duncan's been a winner.
Kobe hit more game winners. Kobe hit his free throws, too.
Tim Duncan
missed his free throws.
Hold on a minute. Tim Duncan has more MVPs. Tim Duncan was a starter. He was the captain of that team when he walked in on that squad.
MVP is a popularity contest.
Okay, so Pop said this. He won the MVP.
Okay.
Wait.
How many MVPs does Kobe and Shaq have between them?
2.
1 each. Now you're telling me all the years Kobe and Shaq played in the league, they should only have 2 MVPs between them?
Well, they played in the league.
But that's
in the league with other great players.
That's bullshit.
They play in the league with other great players.
Kobe and Shaq have 1 MVP, 2 MVP between them.
So they played in the league with great players. He got 2.
Steve Nash is a 2-time MVP.
But is
he
Kobe and
Shaq
wait, hold on. MVP? But is he considered as great as both of them?
No, but he got the MVP.
Wait.
But you just said You just said that Tim Duncan's better. He has more MVPs.
No,
it's a popularity contest. It's bullshit.
No, Tim Duncan said this. Why do people say Kobe's better? Oh, Kobe got championships. Well, Tim Duncan got 5 championships too. Said, actually Tim Duncan only lost 1 time.
And Kobe was dominant with his championship. They were dominant. They had 2 back-to-back in the 3-peat. So.
Okay, yeah, they had 2. No. He was on with somebody else that was great.
No, but
I'm just saying,
you have to look at everything. They were the best team for years in the league. The Spurs have been consistently good for the last 30 plus years.
What I'm trying to say is this. They're both great players. They're both top 50 players. The reason why Kobe is considered greater than Tim Duncan is because, honestly, if you see them in the street and Tim Duncan and Kobe is walking, you're going to say, damn, bud, I remember when Mamba went for 81.
No.
Damn, but I remember
also
Mamba
Kobe,
hit that
they're always
you going to call him by his nickname.
No, they're always going to say the better player, Kobe also handles the ball more. So thus he's in a higher position because he always has the ball.
My thing is,
same thing with quarterbacks. They're always going to get extra credit because you always got the ball.
But the thing is, even said this, I take you somebody who don't have the ball. Shaq don't have the ball. And if you compare him as far as stats, Tim Duncan beats him with a wooden. He got more MVPs, more championships,
MVPs again.
and he was with one team.
But Shaq was in Kazams.
And still.
Yeah, really.
And still.
No, but this is the thing. They walk down the street,
Can Tim Duncan rap?
say this.
And
Neither can Shaq.
Shaq went 3 rounds of sugar later.
Yeah, Shaq, yeah. No, but what I'm trying to say is, they walk down, the people are gonna flock and say, "Man, I remember the Diesel playing. Man, the Diesel was great. Man, I remember when he broke the rim." You can't say that.
But yeah, you want larger. He's a larger. Shaq's a larger than life
larger
character.
than life, and that's what I'm saying. As great as Floyd is, even in that ring, he does not have that moment where people just be like, "Damn." Nobody's gonna want to. I remember when you knocked out Manny Pacquiao. I remember that fight between you and Arturo Gotti and Ward will be more Mickey Ward and Arturo Gotti. They will be more down thing. When Arturo Gotti died, the first thing they talked about was, I remember those fights. Even though it was a slugfest and there was no sweet science, it's just what ingrains in the people. That's what people fall in love with. People don't fall in love with winning. Is boring sometimes to people. People don't like it. Sounds funny, but people don't like that. People don't like, okay, wow, San Antonio Spurs win. They don't like the San Antonio Spurs win again. Okay, that's great. Okay, so who's better? But the fact of the matter is, they're gonna remember. Oh man, look at Steph Curry. Steph Curry's on that plateau. He walks down.
Curry shoots wild, crazy threes that are. You ever try to shoot like that?
Yeah, he's right when they can do it. Yeah, it's entertaining.
But that's why he's doing something that no one's done before.
Yes.
So thus you can't compare that to Tim Duncan.
But that's what I'm saying. Even with Tim Duncan said this, Tim Duncan and Shaq. Shaq dunked a lot. Now Tim Duncan, he was a better defender than Shaq.
So Shaq didn't just dunk. Shaq didn't just dunk the ball. He dunked and threw people out the fucking way. They were hanging off his damn nuts while he was dunking the ball. So you're comparing two different things.
But what I'm trying to say is that the reason why is because Shaq was polarizing. In this country, you got to be polarizing. In this country, as a superstar, we can all win. Kawhi Leonard is probably one of the best, if not the best, two-way player in the game. I'll tell you like this.
Hold on, bro. You know why that's bullshit? Because you say you have to be polarizing. Was Barack Obama polarizing? Fuck no.
Are you serious?
Hell no. He looked different than every other president. That was it. He wasn't polarizing. He talked well, carried himself well. That's not polarizing. He did nothing. He said nothing high like that. Oh my God, did you see that? He didn't do that shit.
Okay.
Right, yes or no? Did he or didn't he?
No. Yes,
no.
He was polarizing.
What did he say polarizing?
Yes, we can. What are you talking about? That was
Professor Puck said that shit, motherfucker. Yes, I can.
No. Yes, he said yes, we can. Wait.
That's polarizing?
Huh?
Barack Obama wasn't polarizing, but because the color of his skin.
Exactly.
That's what made him polarizing, because some people, they like what he's saying, but he's a black guy.
As I said, he looked different compared to what you had. Thus, European people and a lot of people liked him and wanted to like him. So thus, didn't matter what he did or didn't do. He did not say shit. What did he say to you? Yes, I can. Yes, we can. What else did he say?
As far as what? Saying stuff? You
don't know. Goddamn, what did he say? What else did he say? Matt, fuck that. What did he do?
What did he do?
He killed Osama bin Laden.
You don't want to
He killed Osama bin Laden.
I don't know. What did he do? On record, there you go right there. He killed bin Laden.
He didn't do that shit. They've been hunting the motherfucker for years.
You didn't see Zero Dark Thirty? He was there with the rifle.
Well,
I'm saying, okay, and under his regime that happened. But what did he do?
Under his regime, he got everybody out of the recession. Under his regime, okay, that's what he did do. All right. Also, too, you got to think about it like this. If not being one of the most popular presidents and one of the most polarizing presidents, look at it like this. You see how his first lady was.
What are you talking about?
No, I'm just saying though.
Well, how was she?
His wife was hot.
Yeah, she was hot. Like this. Obama said this. Everywhere Obama went or if Obama talked or whatever, he's not like this limp dick motherfucker over here that's president of the United States that sits up there and he says nothing, lies in front of everything, and just that's all he does. Yeah, he does have the catchphrase, and he really ain't did shit. Now, if you want to talk about for black people,
no, goddammit. What about black people? What about I say?
Well, I'm saying that what Obama did for black people. The fact of the matter is, huh? Oh, so he didn't take that mandate off of of the crack being what 100 to 1 was it? I forgot what it was.
40 years later?
He did it, didn't he?
But
It had to be
the
40
hood,
fucking
everything
years
is all fucked already.
The hood is fucked because
My-
of
my-
other shit. It's a
my
whole
point-
different story. You want to get into that. The hood is fucked for the other
You
shit.
ain't said shit this nigga did, man.
But we can't go into everything and policies about anything what somebody did, dude.
Gay people got more rules and rights under Obama than Negroes. What did he do? It don't matter why the people liked him. He was a nice, safe president.
So okay, if that's the case, then he might as well like Donald Trump because I guess he won't allow gay people in the military.
well, we'll check it like this.
Yeah.
Black folk get the same thing on Donald Trump they got in Obama. Not a goddamn thing. That's what you gonna get, goddammit. You ain't gonna get shit.
No. He gonna put
Like
you.
the
he gonna put
police
you-
still shoot you in the fucking back under Obama. All that. Michael Brown, Trayvon Martin. What's the guy that got choked down in New York? I forgot his name. A guy I can't breathe. Do all under Obama. He didn't do a motherfucking thing. Nothing. What did he do?
Nobody's not.
All he did was get on TV. If I had a son, he'd look like Trayvon Martin. Well, did he be black, nigga? That's what, what the fuck did you say? You didn't say shit.
So what you want him to do?
Nah, fuck all that. It's
What
too
you
late.
want
Can't
him
do
to
shit
do?
now.
What you want him to
Can't do shit
Well, you
now.
want him to go in there like Shaq and say, "Fuck that, man. We're gonna do this shit." For
No,
the
I didn't
motherfucking
talk about no
man.
ignorant shit.
That's
What I'm
we
saying
gonna do.
is, I'm
that
asking-
shit's not realistic.
No, I
dude.
didn't say that. I asked you, what did he do? All you gave me was a bunch of bullshit.
I'm saying
He
you
didn't do
said he
shit.
was not polarizing.
He wasn't.
Yes,
What
he
did
was
he do?
polarizing.
He
What are you
looked.
talking about?
He looked. Okay, man, I'll take that back. No, he polarized as he said. My boy over here said. He looked different. Like I said, that's it.
Nah, it couldn't have been like that. It couldn't even just been look different. I mean, Herman Cain looks fucking.
He
different.
was a nice, safe black friend for everybody. That's what the fuck he was. He didn't say nothing wild, do nothing, and he tried to be cool and brush his shoulder off was the weakest shit out. I'm like, what the fuck is this nigga doing, man? Don't do that
He should have
shit.
popped his collar. That's what it is.
Hey, you
so-
gonna pop his
so-
collar? I might have liked his ass. Shut the fuck up.
So what he do when he invited all those people to the White House
What
and
people?
everything else?
All the rappers?
Well, most black entertainers that was not allowed to
What
even
about
go in
him?
there.
We invite him to donate fucking money?
Easy, he was in the White House with Bush Senior.
There you go,
He had, to
motherfucker.
be, he had to be there with Jerry Heller though.
I don't give a fuck. Easy E was there, goddammit. HIV and all. Easy E was there.
How that shit worked out for him working that shit with Jerry Heller. I never have dinner with the president.
Yeah, man. To end off the Obama shit, that nigga ain't do shit. What you say, boy? Do shit. I understand presidents are like a mayor. Mayor can only do so much shit. Same with the president. He can only do so. He has to go through. He has to go through Congress. He has to go through these channels to do shit.
Yeah.
Can't just say I'm gonna wave my hand and I'll write this down. It's gonna happen. Well, no, you can put it out there like I want to do this, but man, we don't want to do that shit. It can get shot down. My point being, he didn't do shit, blood. What I'm saying is people liked him. They wanted to like him. Didn't matter if he did something or not. We like you. We want to like you. Doesn't matter if you do something. We like you. People love Whitney Houston, right? She was a fucking dope fiend. But people like Cat Houston's guy. Well, Cat Williams said, she walking around looking like shit all the goddamn time.
First of all, you quoting Cat Williams being a dope fiend.
And he a fucking dope
He's
fiend too.
Yeah, so he should know
But
what that's like.
exactly, he knew exactly. He knew what he was looking
Yeah.
at. He's like, that's my cousin.
Yeah.
My point being, though, people liked her. It's okay, Whitney. Smoke your rocks. Even though you can't sing no more and you look like shit. It's okay. We like you. Come on, blood. You know that shit.
The reason why people are like that in this country, and it goes
Anywhere in the world, in general. If you like somebody, it don't matter
if
what
they
they
your
do.
family, that's like if somebody's on drugs.
Fuck that.
if
I
you
got
make
my family on
excuses.
drugs. Niggas ain't come over my house.
Yeah, but I mean, but most people, if it was somebody close to you, see, you can say
How
your own
close?
family. Like, I mean, if it was somebody like your cousin, or if it was somebody,
I got like 200 cousins. Bro, so
yeah, I
which
mean, but I'm
one?
talking about somebody close to you, like somebody that's close to you, and then you find out that they on drugs or things like that. You'll make excuses for them. People always make
I
excuses
get what you're
for
saying.
them.
My family, we pretty good at cutting people off and just being like, we different. We different kind of fuck off, man.
We'll cut you off.
We
real
different,
quick.
man.
Yeah, you on drugs. Yeah, I gotta go to work tomorrow. So I'll talk to you
Yeah,
later.
man, shit, man. I got people in my family, they're a little different, man.
I mean, that's the same
I got
way
an auntie,
mine.
she be talking shit. You come out house with some funny shit, we got problems. So, yeah, she's 67 years old, she a little older. She different, man. My family's different.
He said we'll cut her off real
Yeah, you
quick.
get cut off real quick.
But I mean,
I don't
that
know
come
about
through
that,
years and years. But I'm saying that a lot of people make excuses.
But that's, like you said,
What
that's
things?
personal and you know them. You know Barack Obama? No. You know Whitney Houston? No. You know Muhammad Ali? Fuck no.
No, I don't know.
But they get the excuses because people want to like you. We want to like you, so we have to make excuses for you. All right, goddamn it. Today's the season finale of Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones is goddamn shit right now. But too many people like the show so much, no matter what they do, they're going to love it.
Hey, when the dragon came out, that was clean, though.
Fuck that dragon shit, man. Game of Thrones went from a classic, good-ass show to goddamn Lord of the Rings. Just that fucking fast. That shit's horrible now. But since people want to like it, it don't matter what goes wrong. Oh, wait a minute. This bitch flew 2,000 miles on a fucking dragon in 6 hours. She's going, what, 350 miles per fucking hour?
It's called fast travel. You ever played the recent video games?
The bitch was outside hanging on a dragon going 350 miles an hour. Faster than a Category 5 hurricane. And the bitch didn't fly off. Fuck that show, man. That shit was stupid. That shit got better and better and better. But since people want to like it, oh, it's amazing. That's all I'm trying to say. When you like somebody, you make the excuses. As a Floyd, you don't like him and you want to hate him, he can do nothing right. What's the fucking topic?
So let's talk about like Mayweather, like how he's gonna be seen as like his what do you call it, legacy or whatever. And in comparison to Barack Obama, where he said Barack Obama, he didn't really do anything special that any other president did. There's no like big thing he did or whatever. Like killing Bin Laden is like the biggest thing or whatever.
In healthcare, they're getting that.
In healthcare.
Okay, yeah.
But like him being a black president, that's like in 50 years, that's gonna be the big thing. He's the first black president. So like somebody going 50-0, 49-0, whatever you want to call it. That's not gonna happen for a long time. Like the closest person is probably Triple G, which I don't know if he can do it. And even if he does, that'll still be like 5 years if he can go undefeated for that long or whatever.
Yeah. Fighting high competition, yeah.
But I think that like regardless of like Mayweather, how he acts outside the ring, I think in 10 years people will look at him better than they do now because he'll have that 50-0 record or whatever. The same thing like Rocky Marciano. Like I don't know anybody that's like, oh, I remember that Rocky Marciano fight, but they know he's 49-0 or whatever.
You remember one fight, he whooped Joe Lewis ass. That's all everybody remembers.
And that's
other than
only
that, they couldn't tell you shit.
America.
But I'm saying, other than that, you don't remember shit about him.
Yeah.
He was 49-0. He was he's a great heavyweight boxer. That's all you know.
But he has that legacy now. But I think in like 10, 15 years, that's how people will look at Mayweather. Just they'll forget all the other flashy stuff and just know that he was a skilled fighter. So what do you guys think? Like Mayweather in 10 years, 15 years, the public opinion of him.
Well, I said already. I say in 10, 15 years, people, when he's retired and long done with it, people will finally appreciate how good of a fighter he really was. More so when you see how good other fighters aren't. When you see other guys who you're hyping up to be so great lose and get knocked the fuck out. You'll say, damn, man, that was pretty fucking good. All right, thus, like I said, he does a George Foreman, sells a grill or some shit, or makes a new condom or whatever. Then people might eventually like give him some credit. What George Foreman says, boxing's like jazz. The better it is, the more people don't appreciate it. So like I said, when people not appreciating it because you don't want to like him. His whole selling point is, I want you not to like me because his style, as you say, it can be boring to people. Defensive fighters can be boring. So thus, I got to sell something else. I want you to hate me so much, you will pay $100 to see me lose. Then when I don't lose, you'll be fucking angry. Then when I keep not losing, you'll keep fucking paying. And then I'll keep winning, and I'll keep getting richer and richer, and I'll brag about my money. You'll get even madder and say, fuck this guy. Here's $100. Kick his ass, Connor. Then you'll get so angry that you'll pay $100 to see me watch a guy who's never had a professional boxing match fight. You'll pay me $150 million for it. And then you'll get mad again when I beat him. Then here will tell, like I said. So that was brilliant on his part. That's what he did. But once he's gone and done, people will finally appreciate it. And maybe if he donates some charity or gives some money away or some shit publicly, they'll kiss his ass. Oh, look how nice he is. About time. Eventually, I say he will be loved.
The thing about it is that the only way that happens, and just like in any sport that you see, I can name hundreds of athletes that were hated. And then when you see, you forget about it. I heard something on the radio. I think I heard Max Kellerman say, and it was true. He said, as the older you get, the people forget about the details and a lot of things. And they forget about how a person was hated, or you have to go back to that feeling of it. You know, I could take it in, and I could go into different ranges, because it's funny, because I just seen wrestling about it, was to wrestle JBL. You don't know what it is, but when JBL was wrestling, when he was champion, he was boring. Nobody didn't like him. Same thing with when Kobe. People didn't like him. They
I
hated
love
him.
how you just compared goddamn wrestling to okay, but don't keep going, my brother.
And we already threw the president in here, so they.
No.
With things-
Wait.
Bush. Wait.
Wait, no,
George Bush.
what's the
George
fucking
Bush.
topic, man?
Okay,
Hold on.
look.
Stop. You just brought in wrestling and then compared it to the fucking presidency. Come on, blood.
You already threw
Hey,
something.
Donald Trump ate a stunner on live
Yeah,
TV.
Donald Trump, the guy's ass.
Yeah.
So now there you
But
go.
my point being,
Okay,
you can't compare
No,
wrestling
I'm
to
using
the
the
fucking
point.
presidency.
I'm using a point. Is that look at George? Okay, then George Bush didn't like George Bush as president. People hated him as president. But what happens
He
is
technically did more than Obama, but okay.
say this. Oh wow, you said George Bush, man.
I said he did more, motherfucker. I didn't say I liked
You
it.
said George Bush did more than Obama. Okay, there you go. Okay.
Hey, he went to war in Iraq. Come on, boy.
Yeah. Okay. Look.
Come on, boy.
What I'm trying to say is that if Floyd is visible, now if he's visible and people see like when people see the fighters that fall, they be like, man, I remember when Chavez fought. If you're visible, if you see him, like, man, he was such a great fighter. Or nobody gets up and says, damn, blood, light heavyweight division, blood. So Joe Kawasaki was the man. Nobody know who he is.
He fought three Americans. He fought Jeff Lacey.
Jeff Lacey,
He fought Jeff Lacey,
Roy Jones,
and Bernard Hopkins, and they were too old.
And he retired 46-0, world champion as the champion. What I'm trying to say is that
And no one gives a fuck.
because nobody cares, nobody don't see him. If Joe Kawasaki was on HBO, just like how don't get me wrong, Roy Jones was.
Well, most didn't know Joe Kawasaki till he fought Jeff Lacey.
Yeah,
Till he
that's
came
what
to
I'm saying.
America finally. He was overseas
Yeah.
and fighting in Europe his whole career.
What I'm trying to say is that when people look, when they see you being visible, if Floyd is visible, if Floyd is on TV, if Floyd is like making himself be known, Floyd is like 10 years later, if you don't see him
On TV, like movies, what do you mean?
like if he's on not movies, but if Floyd is very visible, like around the sport of boxing or around certain things where you can see him, like prime example, a player that be forgotten about, and then when you look at him like, damn, I remember when he played, was Michael Strahan. Michael Strahan's in a totally different field besides doing fights.
Because Strahan did Good Morning America. Oh, was it
Yeah, he's
Live
doing Good Morning
Norwegians and
America.
whatever,
Yeah, but I'm saying, but when you look at him, you like, and somebody asks, like, did he play? Hell yeah, he played football. He was one of the best DNs when he played.
Yeah, but at
but
the
he's
end of
still visible.
Well, no, he's going to be more known for doing that shit than he is for football.
Yeah, but he's still. But at the end of the day, you still gonna be like, man, I remember when he played for the Giants and he was a raw.
I follow football. Okay, that's like Emmitt Smith did Dancing with the fucking Stars. Most people,
that's
a
not.
large part of America didn't know who the fuck he was.
Nah, but the thing is, Emmitt Smith, that's a couple week type thing. When you're visible over and over and over.
So Floyd used to be on Good Morning with America?
No, but if Floyd was in somewhere like, if he was on certain shows or if he was on things.
Most people ain't on shit like that who famous athletes. So what you want Floyd to do?
I'm not saying just like
He
being
gonna come
like.
on WWE. He gonna
I
be in
mean,
the wrong with that shit.
if he was somewhere where people would be like, okay, like now that he's done, okay, we like how the way like.
Well,
he
Floyd not a
become
great
visible.
speaker, so he ain't gonna be on certain TV things in general.
His image is already really like to a lot of people. The people that love him, they love him, and the people that hate him, they hate him.
No, but you're saying be visible. I'm trying to get what the hell you're trying to say.
Like be visible, like every great athlete, most great athletes or whatever, they start becoming visible, and people start saying, okay, this is. I remember when this person was like Mike Tyson's visible, or Mike Tyson just did a play, blood. Come on, man.
Did you
Mike
see
Tyson
it?
Movies. Yes, I seen it.
But he did a movie or two. Floyd gonna be in the movie with Jamie Foxx. So what's your point? No, I'm saying you're saying it like Tyson. No, Tyson was somebody who superseded just the boxing part, from getting in trouble to rape shit to how he spoke. People make fun of the people want to make fun of just how he talks. He looked big and bad and impressive. And he kept with the wild. He had the funny, he had the crazy fucking voice. He had shit away from boxing. Floyd boxes and talks about his money. I'm lost in what you're trying to say, bro.
What I'm trying to say is that when not visible like movies, because movies everybody like, okay, that's scripted. Like you gotta be on TV, like for him, for people to really be like, because remember, we're Americans. For every great new fighter that comes along, hell, even if he swallowed his pride and was on Showtime and he was talking about boxing, about like same thing Paulie Malignaggi doing. Even if he was
be a
doing
boxing
that,
analyst.
why not?
Floyd don't talk good enough to do that on TV like that. Floyd don't talk good enough for that. Paulie Malignaggi can keep talking and flowing out with his words. Floyd not like that.
What I'm trying to say is that it would keep him more relevant to even to a younger generation. Not to us, but to a younger generation. Because in 10, 15 years, we're going to be in our 50s and 60s. We can care less about most people.
I ain't gonna be 50 or 60 in 10, 15
yeah,
years.
but I mean, but a lot of people will be 40, 50, 60 years old. They can care less. It's going to be somebody new, somebody that looks great. That's what it's going to look like. It's going to be the next big thing.
Yeah, okay, well, so what you trying? I'm trying to. So he needs to stand on TV and make a
What I'm trying to say is that when you're a great athlete,
and TV saying TV though, in this day and age, everything's fucking internet and Instagram and Facebook and shit. So
my thing
you really needs to be more on the internet than anything else.
What I'm trying to say is that you become polarizing to people. Like prime example, 50 Cent was not a great rapper. He had a run, but he wasn't a great rapper.
Yeah, he did movies and shit.
Yeah, but when people look at him, they're like, oh yeah.
And 50 was highly popular with his rap for a couple of years. His first two albums, I didn't say they were great, but his first two albums, he was popular as shit.
Yeah.
And he did hella shit in that era. He got G and the shit came out. He had albums. He had movies. He had hella shit come out.
Yeah.
In that era, so he was popular as fuck for that time.
Yeah, beef with Floyd too.
That was later though. That was like 10 years later after they got cool.
Yeah, he said he's gonna pay him like however many thousand to read a book.
Read that some shit.
Yeah. And then Floyd said 100,000 if you can show me a video of your kids saying I love you.
That's fucked up. Floyd dug in the heart with that one. God damn.
And he's still gonna donate like 100,000 to charity if you can get a video of your kids saying I love you.
I think they partnered. They think they made up now.
Yeah.
They partners now.
That was like wrong.
They dropped that shit.
Yeah.
What was the point of what you were saying, Blood?
About what?
I don't know. Shit.
No, I was saying that with Floyd. I said
you said he need to be on TV, but I just don't see.
Like he asked basically how would he be remembered, and I'm saying that the type of style that he had, people are not going to YouTube and be like, oh, I'm going to watch the Floyd Mayweather fight. They're not going to do all that. That's not going to happen.
Well, first of all, most people don't want to watch long fights in general. Unless it's a 2-minute video on YouTube, nobody they want to watch it.
All his fights is long.
Okay, hold on, okay.
People want to see highlight reels.
Hey, thank you.
Yeah.
You want to see highlight reels, so that you see the highlight reel.
Yeah.
But most people wouldn't watch the whole fight.
Yeah.
You wouldn't watch the whole Tyson, goddamn Mitch Blood Green fight. No.
But you'll watch Michael Spinks.
Yeah, but once again, that's a 2-minute fight. Okay, that's like, once again, this back in boxing. Look at Sugar Ray Leonard versus Roberto Duran. That first fight, entertaining, right? Back and forth. Oh, look at this, entertaining. Show them same people who love that first fight. Show them the second fight. Totally different fight. How did Sugar Ray fight him?
Probably totally different.
He moved out the fucking way. He didn't stand in front of Duran. He moved, stick and move, throw a few combinations, move out the way. Totally different fight. People I know watch the first fight. Dudes who say they know about boxing. They say, oh, look at this fight. Boy, don't fight like this. Watching the first fight. I say, have you seen the second fight? Oh, Sugar Ray won, didn't he? I'll play him the second fight. They're watching the first round, look on their face like they bored as fuck. Because he's not standing in front of them trading punches. He's moving. A la Floyd. Now it's fucking boring to them. People don't want to see fighting or boxing. You want to see rock'em sock'em robots. Fuck them. That's bullshit. Final thoughts. I said earlier I enjoyed the fight. Yeah, but I was impressed with the fight. People say I wasn't impressed because the guy was on no boxer, but I'm impressed because Floyd walked him down like he was bigger than him, which he wasn't. Stalked him, ate his power punches, kept stalking him, walking him down. As Floyd said the day before, you got to give. If you can give it, you got to take it. And I was impressed with the fight, man. I'm shocked that I was that impressed with the fight. I figured that Floyd would win, but how he won, I was highly impressed with it. Be it 0-0 or not, it was impressive. So I give my hats off to Floyd. Congratulations.
Well, I think the fight was better than what I thought it would have been. I feel that there was a lot of carrying in the fight, especially with Floyd. I think that now I see why Floyd is retiring, and people don't want to admit it, but he's just lost a step. But it didn't show in this fight. because he beat somebody that was. You're right. He challenged him. He took it. Okay, this is what I do. But the Floyd Mayweather chapter is closed. Floyd Mayweather's not getting back in the ring. He's not doing anything. He's not going to fight at all. Conor McGregor right now is probably about to make the best of it. And what did I say? Conor was going to look decent. He going to win 10 rounds with a man he shouldn't even be in the ring with. And now, nobody cares about 50-0. Only thing people care about is, and even all these so-called analysts, the only one that really was fighting it was Teddy Atlas. But everybody else, well, he looks good. He looks really good. I was impressed. Oh, was you impressed? Oh, I was impressed with the angles. Oh, man, he's great. He got a future in this. Damn, really? Now, we just basically he knocked him out. Now it wasn't even that he knocked him out. It was, oh, he didn't knock him on his butt. Now everybody's mad that he didn't knock him on his ass. Oh, he didn't do this or he didn't do that. Right now, we're starting to see in our society that everybody said they didn't want to watch the fight, they watch the fight. We're hungry to be into a whole, like, we're hungry to be into a whole, we don't even care about these, we don't even care about really too much of the sport. We don't care about, like I told you before, we don't care about the nuts and bolts of the fight. All the people care about is who's the name, what's the name. We did not once really talk about Canelo and Triple G, which is the best fighters, the two best fighters in the game right now going at it. Because we can care less about it. I mean, we don't care less about it, but most people don't care about it.
No, brother, final thoughts, not final chapter.
Oh, that's great.
Good Lord.
He's sitting here with a TMT hat, TMT shirt, TMT tattoo.
Ooh, fuck out of here, nigga. I got a fucking Oakland Raider hat, soon to be Las Vegas, motherfucker. That we in the show today, man.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, what's the topic? Drew and Ryan. Thank y'all for tuning in. Good night.